Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now, here we are. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Longhorns will kick this deep to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. It's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
First down here for this offense. They'll try the right here. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught in the backfield. It's Vaughn. Tackle made after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure is coming. Down he goes, a sack.
Now, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Handoff heading left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly. This time to the tight end for the first down.
second down after the incompletion. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And this pass is caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. They'll kick it away here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Fights off a defender. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Alabama.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Alabama 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for some space. It's Vaughn. Breaks the tackle. Gets into the clear. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Makes a quick catch. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And now another deep ball here. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. So that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll hand it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Third down, out of the shotgun. With the catch, it's Willingham. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Willingham. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. An outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. An empty backfield on 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stopped short of the first down.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Nice grab. It's gone. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it off. Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. And they come up with something here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pass is intercepted. A quick spin move. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Bama. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good.
Texas.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Backed up to the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, looking to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the wideout goes in motion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Tied. To the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Ball handed off. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This will likely be the last play of the half. He'll hand it off. Breaks it. No shot to bring him down. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, Alabama 21, Texas 7.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Linebackers making some adjustments now. First play of the second half is a handoff. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
First down and 10. The back's got it. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score in every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
28, Texas, 14. Texas.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Plus the 40 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's caught. It's ETN. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
What a play by the defense. And really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offensive machine. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he knocks through the PAT. This kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. possession. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tough running there. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Took contact on the throw. Touchdown, Alabama. And they will claim the second half lead. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
PAT is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28.
That makes the score Alabama 35, Texas 28.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. But he's got some space here. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They'll begin the drive in excellent field position. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Ball handed off. And he breaks the tackle, and he made a solid gain there.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down play coming up. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And they'll use the ground game here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. He's got some room and some blockers here. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
42, Texas, 28. Texas.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter. Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. Going to try to use his legs here. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
Third quarter. With the score, Alabama 42, Texas 28.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he'll pick up the first down. Stop at the 27.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
First down, looking to throw the football. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So it's second and long at the 20. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Takes the toss, heads to his right. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Hands off to the left. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tide. So the offense flexing and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Texas Longhorns will take over. 1st and 10.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st down, it's play action. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Some hard running there through a tackle. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. As a design quarterback keeper. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And sack sets up an important 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Alabama.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he'll loft it to the end zone. There's another interception, but we're losing track. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And this one will be fair caught. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. The Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time a completion. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. And it's up and good. Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout. They make some adjustments at the sideline. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense showing blitz here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Defense can't do much here. The offense can just kneel down and walk out of here with a W. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's going to take another shot right here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Hit as he released it. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least